Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Well, I fell nearly out of bed when I saw this morning, but yeah, it looks like our target has been reached to the upside. However, I haven't relabeled this yet, this move up. I'm gonna do that in this video. I think I have to raise the wave degree by a little bit. That is how it looks to me. So yeah, we are on track to putting finally in this C wave, which is fantastic. So if we look at this, so we continue to assume this was a wave 1 down here. I continue to assume this was a wave 2. I think the foundation here was quite good. We had this overshooting wave B, then came down. Yeah, with all of this, this is obviously, as I said before, this looks like an impulse, so 5 waves. But looking at the strength of this is most likely not a wave 5. I mean, we talked about the 1250 level as the minimum target for this week. Yeah, I only said that yesterday in the video. But the strength is a bit too strong, right? So therefore we're gonna raise the wave degree here a bit. I'm just thinking, yeah, then I would put the wave 3 up here. Let me just go into the subwaves in a second. So, let's take out those subwaves. But yeah, it worked out nicely, didn't it? Had support here in the box, in the reversal area. And then we pushed quite a bit to the upside here. This would be the wave 4, would be still looking at a wave 5. Let me think, 3, 4, no, that's not true, probably like this. Yeah, and then we have as the subwaves actually, that's how it would work out most likely. So if I now look at the subwaves, just need to think as well, it's difficult to talk and think. Okay, so this would be a wave 1 as well. This would be a wave 2. Then it's basically in line with the Bitcoin count, if you've watched the Bitcoin videos. So let me change the wave degree. That should fit. Yeah, that is how I would ideally see it. That would allow it to push to that $1,300 level, which I mentioned as next target. Bear in mind, 1250 was sort of the minimum for this week. Even though, you know, timing is always difficult. But overall, I have to say, scenario has been fulfilled. Yeah, the primary expectation of this ABC. I mean, I see it still go higher, but we have done what we needed to do. You know, remember, we moved up in a wave A, came down in a B wave. We calculated the target 1-to-1 ratio, and reached it. The next target would be about 1303, which is sort of the maximum the wave C should do. If we go any higher, then we're talking about, it's disappeared, I don't know where it is. Then we're talking about the other pattern that we talked about in previous videos, where we could go a bit higher, maybe to 1400, 1450, maybe even 1500. But the next key target would be the $1,300 range. Okay, and if we now talk about subwave targets here, so here we had our serious breakout of the channel. So we took that channel out. So it looks still like a bull flag that is characteristic for a wave 4. So if we say we had a wave 3 here to the upside, the wave 4 is currently what's sort of in the making. Then yeah, we're looking here at the subwave, you know, sort of the wave structure here again within this area between the 23.6% fib level and the 50%, like we had it here. Yeah. So I'm gonna add another support area, and you see it already. It's starting to get interesting because this seems to be an impulse. You know, this support area worked, this support area works, and as I say, in these, even though here all support areas worked as well, in this mess, which is quite good because it's good that we saw a structure at all in this mess. But it is easier to trade and to define targets and support areas or reversal areas in an impulse than it is in a corrective mess. Okay, but this starts to look interesting. So looks to me that we're coming down now here, probably in the wave 4. We haven't quite reached it, not in the wave 4. So ideally we come down to 1246, 1238 or 1231. Ideally 1238, that's the most likely target usually. So maybe we had a wave A down, currently build the B, will then come down in C, and then we should go higher in a wave 5 of 3. Bear in mind, if we zoom out a bit, we have resistance here in that area between 1270 and 1290. So there will be some resistance, but if this is the correct wave count, it should still push higher. But it wouldn't harm if you entered in this area or this area to move up your stop loss. In these scenarios, I would always move it just below the 78.6 retrace. Because if it normally falls below that level, it's a good indication it's coming down further. Now, that's only what I would do. Yeah, that would be below 1216. So I'm not telling you what you'd need to do. You know, you're responsible for that. But that's normally what I would do, because likelihood suggests if we come down to that, if we come down to the 78.6, it could still be another 1-2 setup. But if it goes below that, it's most likely going to break down. So that's how I would normally move my stop loss. Or the stop loss could be set, and that's for everybody who wants to take less risk. It could be set below 1231, basically below the 50% retracement, but that's just some ideas. But yeah, overall, round about 1300 would be the target then, as we are still looking for higher here currently, and it's looking good. Scenario so far fulfilled, but I think we can still move a bit longer. Yeah. Okay. That's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.